the U19 category, who are the strongest and qualified here to the final. So let's welcome them with a really big round of applause and a nice ovation. So the first one is Julia Boulder from France. He qualified in the race to Sunday. And the next one from Germany, Lucas Stradafield. He qualified for seventh place to the semi-final. The next one, also from Germany, Jonas Körner, qualified for sixth place. Here comes from Czech Republic, Jan Stipek, qualified for fifth place. And now from Israel, and now, please give a big ovation for the United Kingdom. She qualified in the 8th place to the semi. And the next one from Germany, Janne Vittonen. She qualified in the 7th place. The next one from Italy, Nicole Trapastroni.
So, very good afternoon, everybody. Warm welcome again from Velence, from Sukoró. Here in Hungary, we are in finals for the under-19 category at the World Climbing Europe Youth Championships here in Sukoró, and it's already athlete presentation. Our 8 finalists are coming out on the mat. The gentlemen are already standing there, and now the girls are coming out. Isabella Rinaldi from Great Britain, Janne Witthölter from Germany, Francesconi coming from Italia, Mara Matutinovic from Croatia. Then we have the Ukrainian star, Rafaelka Zbekova. And the top 3 from the qualifications, or the semi-finals, I should say, Maya Forfelder from Germany, Alma Sapir Halevi from Israel, and Jakuba Rauter from Austria. And the 8 finalists for the men, we have Lilian Bonio from France, Lucas Strandafield from Germany. Keep an eye on him. He's been crushing the adult World Cup scene this year in Kecsályó and Prague. Jonas Körner from Germany, Jan Stipek from Czech Republic, Itamar Harel from Israel, Levi Geffen from Israel, Claude Camille from France, and Adrian Katan from Austria. So that's your 8 finalists. And now the 8-minute observation time has started, 2 minutes per boulder. Now they have the chance to have a first glimpse of the routes, because all the athletes, as before, have been in isolation, so they are not allowed to see any part of the route whatsoever. It's totally new territory for them, so now they have to find out how to climb them, what will be the beta, so-called beta, the problem-solving method, how they could top these routes. And of course, as always, they are discussing it, not only with the compatriots, but also with their competitors. Noah, how did you see the boulders? Have you had a chance to take a look at them?
I had a chance to take a sneak peek. I was privileged enough to be allowed into the room. We will see, I think, a very, very diverse set of boulders. Here you will have, the usual spread of a bit of coordination. There will be a very struggly one. There are slabs everywhere. Now we will see the starting boulder of the women on the right side. That was shown a bit earlier with these so-called ghost holes, where it's not very easy to say what is the frictiony part and what is the no texture part, and that will be probably a quite challenging slab for the girls. And the men will start on the left-hand side, so they will start on the opposite ends of this wall. The setters, as we mentioned earlier, had the work cut out for them pretty much, because for this round of the comp we can only use this wall, the permanent wall that is here in the building, and not the temporary one that was set up and was used for semifinals and qualifications. So some of so they could only build fewer boulders which are more jumpy or more wide, because they had to fit 8 boulders into this wall. But I think we already saw in the U17 finals that they made very good use of this wall section. We see Rafaela Kazbekova here, and
it was interesting to see how the same movements were shown from the girls, grabbing something from underneath. They read it the same way. So there were 3 girls with the same hand position.
Exactly. And maybe it's useful to note again that athletes, as we can see, are allowed to touch the starting holds, but only the starting holds when they are doing observation. And we can see that in this round of the competition, they do prefer to have a feel of it, but their feet cannot leave the ground, so they cannot have a try on how to establish with both feet. So they still have to be with one foot on the mat, and they cannot touch the other holds other than the starting hold. So the girls' slab will be on the right side, the boys' slab will be on the left, and they will start like that. We can see that they are discussing the bit that seems to be not obvious here.
Yeah.
The Israeli team is debating which solution to go with, and you can see there is like also across the line international discussions taking place. So climbers like to figure out the potentially best beta together. Very often we see athletes of a similar style or similar build, similar height, discussing it together. Also, you know, don't forget that these young competitors, they do a lot of competitions together.
Yeah,
so many people know each other. Yeah. They've seen each other.
They are friends.
Some of them are friends. Yeah. There are, of course, a lot of friendships. Some of them go to training camps together. There are also some international trainings sometimes, because some federations like to collaborate with one another. Especially those of smaller countries like to join in training together sometimes. So they also have you know, their own links, networks with each other.
So a little bit more than 2 minutes left from the observation time. And how do you find the boulders?
How do I find the boulders? I honestly, I mean, in this competition, we've seen a few surprises sometimes about the level of hardship. So what we have seen, at least in the U17, is that purposely the boulders were perhaps a bit easier than in the semifinals round, which is also quite logical, because this is the last day of the competition and the athletes are quite tired. If I look at it, I think that we might see more tops now than we saw in the semifinals. I will not swear for you about it, but by the looks of it, it seems to me a bit more straightforward. But we'll see.
Probably for the audience, it's a little bit more exciting if they see the tops.
Yeah,
if they only see 2 tops in the whole final, then probably they're a little bit disappointed, right?
Yes,
even if
possibly.
Even if the order at the end will be the same as it would have been with some easier boulders. We will see.
We will see, and also maybe from the fact that they had to be very economic with the space. It can also mean that you know, maybe things are less reachy. And that can help as well.
Closer than they could be.
Yeah. but still, you know, there are other ways to make a boulder hard than making it reachy. So
yeah, we've been talking a lot about route setting, which is the basis of good competitions, I think. And it really is a mastery. It really is an art. How you can feel the general level of the field, how hard boulders you can set. All boulders should suit both athletes or all athletes. Different styles, different capabilities.
It should, it should be doable for all athletes. Maybe it doesn't suit them perfectly, but it shouldn't make, you know, a huge difference.
Impossible.
Exactly.
I remember once it was a World Cup for, I think it was World Cup for Aimori.
Yeah, I remember
when she tried to
even starting,
she couldn't even start because it was so high up.
But she kept jumping, which was to me so impressive that she just didn't give up. She just kept trying to jump up, and she just couldn't reach it because she's quite short. Another thing that I noticed is that on a few of the boulders, the top is similarly requiring a slow arrival, as we have seen in the semifinals. This is something that was, I think, quite interesting in this competition, because the younger generations of athletes are much more used now to dynamic moves, coordination, and also, of course, the competition setting is putting a lot of pressure. So sometimes they can be in a bit of a rushy mood, and it's hard, perhaps, to slow down. But I quite like it that not everything has to be done in a very fast way. That sometimes the routes are set in a way that it forces them to slow down, because in a fast way they can't really match, or they can't really top. So
there was one boulder in the women's final, in the under 17 final, where you really had to stop. It was just only one reach away, but you really had to work like half a minute to find a perfect balance that you are not going to fall off until you reach with both hands. So it was really interesting to see.
It was very nice to see, exactly. Yeah, it does require patience and composure from the athletes, which you know, is truly testing the mental side of the competition. We keep referring to this weekend that these competitions are as much a test of the mental preparedness for these conditions as they are a test for the physical part. And the mind and the body has to be in sync and work together if one is to be successful at a comp like this.
So it's still a few minutes until we start our fall boulders.
In the meantime, maybe we can summarize the things that happened so far. So on Thursday we had the qualifications of the U17, and on Friday we had the qualifications of the under 19 and under 21. You can watch all those streams as well, even though we had no commentary in that time, but you can still watch it. And yesterday we had the semifinals of all three age categories, and now this morning we had the under 17s finals, and we are soon starting the under 19s, which will be followed by the U21 this afternoon. And if you stay tuned after the U21, there will be a few interviews and some summary videos of the day, and we'll also show the award ceremony from 6:30 Central European time to show the winners to you. So that's the rest of the program for today.
And just to mention once again the facility we are in, it's not very far from Budapest. It's like an hour drive, or not even that much. It's on the shores of the Lake Velence. The place is called Sukoró, which is a national training center for kayak and canoe racers, which is a sport in Hungary. Very, very great history with a lot of world champions and also Olympic champions.
There was just a win, I think, or a silver yesterday
Might be. I don't follow that, but
just quickly gonna check.
I know it's. Yeah. Everybody knows in Hungary that this is one of the most traditional sports that we have, and fortunately enough, for cross training, they have built a purposely built climbing wall in the big gym here. So that's where we can organize these competitions, and this is the second big international event that we organize. I mean, that is the Hungarian Federation, or we as Hungarians. Last year it was the European Cup, and now it's the European Championship.
Exactly, and yeah, I just checked the.
Yeah, Balint Kopas has acquired a silver medal in the European Championship. Nice. Congratulations.
And the para kayak team has also brought 2 medals, so congratulations.
So they all train
from
here. It really is a big modern facility. So that's a nice venue, absolutely. I think, and as I heard the feedback from different climbers internationally, they are satisfied with the
they are really happy
possibilities, yeah,
with this facility.
And we are as well. So no worries there. Just excited about the finals that are coming up.
There will also be a surprise for the members of the audience and the athletes who are not competing in the finals today, which is that there will be 1 hour of open climbing, so an opportunity to try to establish oneself on the starting holds, maybe just touch the quality of the holds.
We are not going to meet there.
Yes,
I don't give it a try.
It's not likely that that many tops will be born of that, but it's a fun experience, I think, to have.
Yeah, maybe if someone gets a top there, probably it gets an invite to the national team.
Maybe, yes, yeah. We
for
can
a training
look at
camp.
it as an open championship. Very soon we are starting, I think. Yes, I think in 4 minutes maybe the first athletes are coming.
Yeah, I think so.
Up. And in the meantime, I'd like to call your attention to the Instagram page of the organizing Hungarian Federation. So Hungary Climbing. If you look at this page, you will find a lot of nice interviews with athletes and audience members, and some collections of photos from the day, and a little bit of video summaries as well. So
extra content.
Yeah.
Worth watching.
The social media crew and the volunteers are working really hard this weekend and are doing an amazing job.
And as I've seen, it's also a lot of work behind in the international national federations. So I mean the athletes that are taking part here. Some of the athletes also are very active on Instagram, for example, or even TikTok. And also the federations are posting a lot about the European Championship, of course,
Yeah.
from their perspective. So there's really a lot of great content out there.
Yeah, I think it's really nice, and it's very interesting that our sport is gaining so much more visibility recently. Yeah. And you know, national federations cannot fall behind. We can't only have gym videos, you know, on Instagram. We have to have some high quality climbing.
Yeah, you need to spice it up.
As well. So it's great that there are these posts as well. Yeah, many federations are represented now. You were asking yesterday if the Hungarian team's athletes are also members of the volunteers, and I think today, yes. Yesterday afternoon they started joining as brushers, and it's very nice. Basically, you know, everybody understands themselves as a member of the climbing community here. It's a very community-based sport. And we have a lot of people involved in this event.
The athletes are slowly gathering with spectators as well at the wall. And as always, we're gonna have the athletes gonna have 4 minutes to perform on one boulder. Then they have 4 minutes rest, and then again come out. And altogether they have to climb 4 boulders.
Maybe now that we see all of the wall, it's a good opportunity to to share with the audience that we will start with the men's boulder on the far left side of the wall, women's on the far right side of the wall, and then we'll continue with the third from the left and the third from the right. So the black and yellow one will come next for the men, and the red and black one will for the women. And the third boulders are the second from the right. So then the women will continue with the black and blue one that you see on the left hand side, and the blue and green one for the boys on the right hand side, and then the very middle ones will be the final boulders for each sex. So the women's one is the blue and black one that you see in the middle, and the men's final boulder in this final is the yellow and black hold one that you see on the right of the middle. And those ones are the more jumpy ones, so, or it looks to me that way.
So do we have 4 minutes, or do they start now?
I think
they might have 4 minutes still.
Yeah, it's 12:56, so yeah, I think we may
think
have,
they start at 1 p.m. One more thing, the competition is accessible for everybody. So, I mean, free of charge. There is no entry fee. It only was required to register yourself, just because we didn't know how many people will come. So, of course, the capacity is limited. So it's really great to see many spectators come in who are not familiar with the sport climbing yet, but they have an interest to show the best of Europe, the best athletes from Europe, and I think they're not going to be disappointed.
Yes, for sure. They will get a great spectacle, I'm sure of it.
And
maybe,
this,
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe it's also useful to summarize. So this is a European Youth Championship, of which there is only one taking place a year, and it's different from the Youth Series, which are a series of youth cups, which have an overall award at the end, where they count the scores together. And given that the previous Youth Cup event, it was scheduled to take place in Brussels, was cancelled. Ultimately, the scores of this championship will also be counted into the youth series. So the award ceremonies tonight will encompass not only the youth championship award ceremonies, but also the youth series one for this season, sorry.
And of course, internationally, there are different levels of competition. When you are good enough and you step out from the youth competitions, you get to the so-called adult categories. There's a European series for the adult competitors, and not very often you see, for example, these athletes who are already here in the U19 category competing with the adults, and not only in the on the European scene, but there is of course the former World Cup, which is the World Series now, World Climbing Series. You see some of these athletes who are going to come out in 1.5 minutes, who have already taken part in World Cup level competitions, and not only taken part but being in the final.
Yeah.
So these guys here are very, very strong, most of them.
Yes. We can expect to see some very exciting climbing. You just highlighted before that Lucas Trandafir, right?
Yes.
He was
the one, I think he was the most successful from all 16 on World Cup level that I have seen here now. He was 9th in Cachaio and 7th in Prague. So he was in the final. He's 18 years old, from Regensburg.
And in a minute, literally in a minute, we will see Liliane Bignot from France stepping out on the mat, and Isabella Rinaldi from Great Britain will join him.
It's quite an Italian sounding name for Isabella.
Yes, well, this is Europe.
Yeah, it is. So it's 15 seconds and they're gonna come out. Let's see. I hope the British friends are out there, or athlete compatriots, to cheer for Isabella. Hmm. 15 seconds are always for the brushing. It's gonna be between climbers.
And we should have our first two athletes out.
We should.
We should.
They let us wait a little bit more, it looks like.
Yes.
They have been in isolation for quite a long time.
Yes, so for a bit of behind the scenes info, so in a climbing competition like this, athletes have to go into isolation where they cannot take their phone or any device, and they wait for their turn there, and when it's soon to be their turn, they go into what is called the call zone, from where they step out onto the mat, and it's also where they wait when there are the 4 minutes between the rounds that they are climbing. They are also waiting in this so-called call zone. Everybody has their own little rituals there, and often it can look a bit like a Formula One pit stop for your body. So they are doing, because it's not allowed to bleed on the wall. So if anybody has any kind of little bruise or injury of that sort, they patch themselves up real quick before they step back out. And they also have these little ventilators usually to dry their hand, to cool their hand. They have massage guns sometimes with which they can work their lower arm, bicep is what we usually see working a lot. Everybody, well, not everybody, but some of the athletes like to listen to music of their choice when they are in the back, but it has to be a device that has no connection to the internet, because they are not allowed to access any kind of information related to the competition while they are in the isolation or in the call zone.
So Walkmans are again welcome.
Walkmans are very welcome, yes. We can see some really cool old devices. Little MP3 players are being whipped out over there.
Maybe there are a few viewers who don't even know what a Walkman is.
Google it.
Younger generations.
That's true. Maybe they will make a comeback, who knows?
You never know.
People do get tired of the digital age.
Yeah. So 1:18 and then 15 seconds, and probably that time we are gonna see the first athletes.
Yes, so it seems like we have a bit of a
delay. Yeah, so it's gonna be Isabella Rinaldi, then we have Janne Wiethölter from Germany, Nicole Francesconi from Italy, Mara Matutinovic from Croatia, Rafael Kazbekova from the Ukraine, Paula Meyer-Vorfelder from Germany, Alma Sapir Halevi from Israel, and Jakoba Rauter from Austria. And then on the men's side, Lilian Bonio is going to start out, then Lukas Trandafia, Jonas Körner from Germany, Jan Stipek from Czech Republic, the two Israelis, Itamar Harel and Levi Geffen, Camille Claude from France, and Adrian Catan from Austria. Those are your finalists once again, so that means they are going to come out in reversed order of the results of the semi-finals yesterday. Semi-finals was won by Jakoba Rauter in the women's part, and Adrian Catan was the best from the gentlemen's. So it looks like there's going to be a start now. Judges are in place, of course. They also have big responsibility. So the first athletes are coming out now. Isabella Rinaldi from Great Britain, 17 years old. She has been fourth in Graz. So just off the podium in the youth series. And we have Lilian Bonio from France. He's 18 years old. He was 4th in Seoul and 9th in Graz. These are the 2 series events in the youth category this year so far. But he was 6th in the Youth World Championships last year in Helsinki. So Lilian Bonio is already a big gun here.
Wow, that was a very interesting try from Isabella Rinaldi. With a kind of palm down solution attempt there. She already gave a few tries in a different method, but she's trying to experiment what works best.
Oops.
This seemed rather promising.
Yeah. It's so good to see those huge volumes which you can't really do anything with.
Yes. So these are the ones that are called the ghost holds. Oh, nice. So as you can see, she's trying to find the best way to establish a counter pressure with her left foot in order to pull well on this hold she's arriving to. And it looks like a good idea to bump that foot over to this further smaller little circle.
So crowd needs to be warmed up.
So nice. She establishes well. Meanwhile, Lilian Bonio is also progressing on this more slabby problem.
Wow.
And we are nearing a top here for Isabella Rinaldi. She cannot use the volumes on the left. Those belong to the next route.
Wow.
So
she's reaching up.
Reaching. Oof.
Oh.
That was a beautiful attempt.
Yeah, she's holding her head because she was very, very close, and
yes,
the pump is already coming in the arms. She needs to rest.
Yes, each try in this will take out a lot, so that takes the energy away from the rest of the 3 boulders to be climbed today for her.
One and a half minutes. Both athletes taking their time to have a small rest. Now they need to calculate, is 1 try gonna be enough? Do I even have gas for 2 tries?
So it seems like for both athletes that we are seeing that the boulders are doable for them. Isabella Rinaldi already learned this movement sequence from the previous successful start.
Wow.
She does the jump. It's all learned. Establishes on this little jeep foothold, and
now she gets it.
Now just establishing
2 hands.
Yes.
Cool.
It's very smart to bring up the foot to have a very secure position for matching and holding the top for enough time.
So let's see Lilian. He was also very close last time. 1 hand is not enough.
A foot switch.
Now 2 hands. Comfortable.
Very comfortable top.
So we start with 2 tops.
We start with 2 tops.
And of course, those athletes in the isolation, they don't know any info about this. They are not allowed to watch, of course, what the others do. But they might hear the roar.
Yes.
So they might have an idea what happened.
Exactly.
And that gives, again, extra pressure for you when you come out and you know that it was like 5 times big cheer.
Yes, though the tops happened quite late on.
Yeah.
So that also gives an information that it's not an easy top.
Yeah.
So it can be thought also that they went back because they got, you know, pumped and they couldn't have another try.
Yeah. So next 2 athletes from Germany, we have Janne Wiethölter, 17 years of age. She was 15th in Graz,
wow.
26th in Seoul. That's her.
Trying the palm down solution, the same as we have seen Isabella try before.
And on the men's side, also a German climber, Lukas Trandafir, who we already have seen this year on the biggest scene in the World Climbing Series, the former World Cup. Kechayo, 9th place for him, and in Prague he was 7th. So that is really a big result for him. He used to be 2nd in the European Youth Championships in Troje in 2024. So quite a big experience already for Lukas Trandafir, and he's already mixing up with the best in the world.
And the two teammates are establishing around the same time on the two boulders on the side.
Wow.
Jana Weihölter, how do you say that?
Weihölter.
Weihölter, thank you. So she is, it looks like she wants to stick with the palm down method, even though it doesn't look that promising. So she might do better to reconsider that.
Yeah, but the time is running quickly.
The time is running. I think she wants to do fewer but very committed attempts, which is, you know, one strategy.
Yeah. And she always turns out.
Yes, this is called barn dooring, when your body is sort of like, as if it was a barn door, you know, opening out. And we see Lukas Trandafir starting again. There is a beautiful moment there when he,
he also twists out.
The way he stops himself with a little side toe hook on the second volume, and he starts progressing left. It's a very nice little move.
Jana still doesn't find what to do. She tried to stop herself with the left foot, but still didn't work out. And it's already only 1.5 minutes remaining.
Oops, there was a little dab, as we call it, by Lukas. So he had to restart. That was the stopping yourself with the side toe hook. Starting to rush a bit more,
yeah,
which doesn't do well on a boulder like this.
Yeah, it's so annoying for him. Only 1 minute left.
But we have already seen that these boulders can be topped. And Jana managed to make with maybe a little bit less of an impulsion worked better for this palm down solution. She didn't turn out as much. She didn't barn door as much. And now let's see. It's her.
She reaches it. Now second hand, there you go.
Beautiful, and the little squat on the top to match, beautiful. Just in good time. It's great, she didn't get discouraged. She stuck with her palm down solution, but she tweaked it a little bit to make it a bit slower.
She was straight away looking down to the judge, whether it's a valid attempt or not. It was. And Lukas Trandafir, not a good start for him. So he's the first one who cannot make a top. Or could he make the zone? I think so, probably.
I wonder if that was enough to give it to him.
Let's see. Yeah, that was a zone. No, sorry, that's... No.
So
no
he did not get
no
the
zone for him, nothing.
That's because, so the zone you also have to use and control. So if you just touch it and you do like 1, 2, 3, oops, and you're down, that doesn't
You need to
count.
control the move. Yeah, so third athletes on the mat. Now we have Nicole Francesconi from Italy. She was 18th in Seoul and 8th in Graz. She's coming from Ravenna. She's 17 years old. And from Germany we have Jonas Körner from Braunschweig in Germany, 18 years. He was third in Graz, and last year he was second in Sukoró here, so he has good memories.
And Nicole made the palm down solution work on the first go.
Yeah, she almost did a flash.
Yes, but she made a quick work of bringing her feet up as well onto this second ghost volume on the left.
So Jonas Körner is also struggling a little bit already with the start of that boulder. He was silver medalist in the European Youth Championships in 2023, 3 years ago. So, and also last year he was 11th in the World Champs. So now the alley is coming for Nicole.
So let's see if this will be her top try.
Oh, She can't hold a big volume. And of course, it's also not a comfortable one. There, you need to grab it absolutely perfectly and then just hold it with sheer strength.
Yeah, like swinging on that is not great on an open hold like this.
So 2 minutes.
Let's see if Jonas Körner will manage better than his fellow countryman on this.
And that is mind game, because you try 4 or 5 times and you can't even stick the starting move. You get frustrated.
Yes, it was very good to see that Jan did not get displaced from those unsuccessful attempts.
And it's so low, the starting holds, that you don't even have the feel you have stepped away from the mat. I couldn't get anywhere, you know.
It's so funny to me that this is unusual now, because remember when you had to do sit starts for boulders, and now this is considered low now because we are used to this running up to into the wall kind of starts. And before we would see people struggle to lift their bum up from the floor.
So, come on, Jonas. Well, for 37 seconds. I think he already gave at least 10 tries. So probably the last try for Nicole Francesconi. Jumping and holding it. That's nice.
Let's see.
Now she needs to finish. Now she needs to finish somehow. 16 seconds on the clock. The power is getting out. Let's see, Nicole, come on.
She doesn't step to the little black. Oh yes, she does. Okay.
And now this could work. She reaches up and she just needs to finish now. There you go. In the last second. That really was in the very last second. It was 1 second to go when she put up her second hand.
Amazing.
And the poor old Jonas Körner. Well, he's not going to be friends with this boulder.
Yes, so we have only one top so far from the man on the man's first boulder. On the other hand, we have 3 tops, and unbelievably the same amount, 7 tries for each of these 3 tops from the 3 women who came out so far. So they have the exact same amount of points, and are only differentiated by their qualification order.
So next 2 athletes on the mat. From Croatia we have 17 years old Mara Matutinovic. She was 5th in Seoul and 2nd in Graz. So she has a really great year on the European Youth Cup scene. And the other climber is from the Czech Republic, from Ústí nad Labem, 18 years old, Jan Stipek. He was 5th in Seoul and he was bronze medalist last year in the European Championships. And he also had a taste of World Cup action this year. He was 18th in Wujiang and 33rd in Prague.
That's quite great.
It is, absolutely. Wow, Matutinovic almost stopping, but could not do it.
So we are seeing Jan establishing again.
2.5 minutes.
They're taking a bit of a moment there. Mara is
I think she's confident.
Figure out.
I think she's confident she can finish. No?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like she doesn't want to give too many tries on it, but she wants to give honest tries on it, so she takes her time to regenerate.
So 2 minutes. Jan Stipek already trying the next one, but well, he doesn't really find a clue.
Yeah, he seems a bit puzzled by this. So this is the sequence where other athletes have stopped themselves with this with putting
Now
the
see Mara.
right foot.
Look at Mara.
Oh,
There she goes. I think she knows that this could be her success. She reaches up. Oh, she lets it go.
that was a little bit short.
Yeah.
And maybe hasn't thought of the
Yeah, here she should have adjusted a little bit with the
yeah.
feet, and then she had a little bit more space to reach out for the hold.
Maybe the center was a bit low for that. So what it doesn't seem intuitive for Jan is this little side toe hook that we have seen the other athletes doing on the third volume. So the one on the left here. So to arrive to the green little drib and stop himself with the right toe.
40 seconds. So
He falls a bit short. Doesn't seem convinced.
Mara.
Will Mara have enough time to obtain this stop? A lot can depend on this.
I think it goes away from her. 22 seconds.
Lot can depend on this because all the athletes out until now managed to
Just
top
hold
this.
it. 15 seconds. She takes a look at the watch.
Come on, there is still enough time. Maybe we'll see a last minute top like we did just before. Come on, Mara, come on.
She doesn't reach it. She doesn't reach it. She was so close. I think after her second try, she was confident that she has the clue and she's gonna make it. And it just didn't happen. And after that, it
was
just
really
fell away.
Millimeters short. It was just a little bit of inaccuracy, maybe also because of the time pressure.
Yeah.
That can happen.
Well, unfortunate for Mara Matutinovic, but next round of athletes are coming. So let's start with the gentleman. That's Itamar Harar from Israel. He was European champion last year and second silver medalist in 25. So last year it was second. The year before he was European champion, and he was competing with the adults on the European scene. He was 12th in the Liptovsky Mikuláš round this year. Itamar Harel, and the other athlete is coming from the Ukraine. She is the younger sister of Yevgenia Kazbekova. She is Rafael, 17 years old, and she is a lead world champion from last year.
And we also have Isabella Rinaldi back from Great Britain, and we will see with her the second boulder of the women. And with the men, we see Lilian Bonio on the second boulder of the men.
So Kazbekova getting a little higher up. Now comes the two-hand big volume with the jump.
Skip.
Skip, yeah. There she goes. Oh, she can't hold it.
I'm not sure that it's all right to use the black volume on the left to stop yourself with the foot, because that belongs to the next boulder problem. So I'm not pretty sure about that. And on the men's second boulder, we are seeing quite similar start move as on the women's first. Isabella Rinaldi trying to find the right angle to arrive into that undercling pull.
We had, from Lilian Bonio, we had a top for the first boulder, and since then only one zone, and that's for Itamar Harel, who is climbing now. It might be very, very useful for Lilian, that top on the first boulder.
Yeah.
Seeing all other athletes suffering with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 1.5 minutes only remaining. Kazbekova starting again. Holding nicely the twist. Now let's see, can she stick the jump? If she can, she's close to the top. And she has it. I didn't see if she touched the...
I think she hasn't.
She did? No, I don't know. I don't think so. She was very close.
In the previous attempt she did, so that could have been an appeal from that. But oh wow! And
she's creeping up, and she can't hold it.
Look at Isabella. Look at Isabella. She managed to establish pulling under the volume, so she has the zone. And let's see if she has the oof.
Oh, can't jump from there.
And probably something with the feet has to be done over there. That really doesn't look like a good stable position. I would hazard a guess that one has to step on the tip of this triangle volume that she's holding under. If she can establish with the left foot there and squat on it somehow.
Yeah, last try for Kazbekova, I think, 20 seconds on the clock. And also Bonio is trying. He doesn't reach it, and Kazbekova is very close, 11 seconds. Can she finish it off?
Oh, wow.
The power is just going up from the arms. It's so close. She can't do that.
And, yeah.
Oh, man. It was great to see. London Street is just sat down next to us
to watch joined us to watch a bit.
to watch a bit of the action. Because of course we are down at the entrance with our little studio, so it's open for everybody. Wow, that was exciting.
Yeah, really exciting round. Isabella decided to not go for a final try. There was not enough time and it consumes too much energy. And now we have our next round of athletes out. Levi Geffen from Israel. Meanwhile, Lucas Trandafir will come back for his second boulder. And we also have Paula Meyer-Vorfelder from Germany, and Janne Wiethölter is coming back for the second one. I'm really bad with German
names, yeah.
Yes.
Never mind. They couldn't pronounce your name either, so.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Paula Meyer-Vorfelder is a European champion from last year from Kurno, so you better watch out for her. She's 16 years old.
We've seen an extremely quick top by Lucas here on the man's second boulder.
He was suffering on the first one.
Yeah.
And killed the second.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can see how much the style matters here.
Yeah.
What an elastic,
just like a different
jump,
person.
Easy. Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing. So, slab not his style, then we can conclude.
No.
Well, so far, maybe if he trains a bit on it.
So Janne Wiethölter, 17 years old from Germany, taking her time. And in the background we also see Paula Meyer-Vorfelder. She still has to work on the first boulder. She's from Oberhaching in Germany. And as we mentioned, she was European champion last year. There you go. But she was also in the World Championships in Helsinki. She was 4th, just off the podium last year. There is Paula. Struggling hard, but she is quite lean. She can reach it absolutely easily. There's your top 4, Paula Meyer-Vorfelder. Great start for her. Probably it was the second try. I didn't count, but results gonna show. And that is again Janne Wiethölter on the second boulder, which is quite a big power boulder. Shaking the hands, trying to get rid of the pump.
Oh, and heel, a heel. He uses a heel rather than this side toe.
And just holding it.
This mini Gaston, I would say, on those little edgy crimps.
Yeah,
there.
that's a promising start for him.
Very promising.
I was telling that too soon. 35 seconds. I think Janne had enough. Yeah.
It's a very spendy boulder, that one. Oh.
And I think Geffen will also skip that one, or still gives a try. Did he manage to get the zone?
I think, yes, the zone is The zone
Yeah.
is the one with the little edgy
Yeah.
thing.
9 tries for the zone.
9 tries for the zone.
Yeah. That's a hard boulder.
It seems like it. Just because we saw someone climb it in the beginning, we may have been misled to think that that more will top it.
That was what we were talking about during the under-17 final. That
Exactly.
it happens so many times. The first person comes out, flashes it, and then nobody else can do that.
Yeah.
So
far we have only one top in the men's round for each of the boulders, and only zones or nothing other than that. And in the women's, we have several tops for the first boulder, and we had a near top from Isabella, or very close up there, but no top so far for the second.
There is a top from Jonas Körner.
For the second.
Yeah, for the second.
Yes.
So it looks like the Germans are liking that boulder, because it was easy for Trandafir as well, and Jonas did it. Meanwhile, I'm just taking a look at Camille Claude, bronze medalist from the European Championships in Troy at 24. And he's getting very close. He got already the zone, and he's doing dynamically, and he gets it. So the second man who can top the first boulder. That was Camille Claude from France, 18 years old, from Grenoble. And this is Alma Sapir Halevi from Israel, 17 years of age. A bronze medalist from the European Championships from last year.
Tries to find the best point of purchase.
And she can't hold it. It was her second try.
But by now she really tapped around on this penultimate ghost hold, and I think that she now is familiar with what is the better and worst part of it. So maybe on the next try she can use that information.
She knows what to do. And that's Nicole Francesconi, the Italian girl from Ravenna, finalist in Graz.
Going on the boulder that hasn't been topped yet in this round.
Yeah, that's a hard one. You need a lot of power for
very
that.
Burly.
Yeah.
Burly boulder.
It's not a classic overhang like it's the ceiling, but with the volumes there, it's just like us.
Yes, exactly. That's the way, you know, to create boulders with a large inclination on walls that are not themselves inclined, and it does prove very, very challenging for these young athletes.
So progressing nicely. And also Alma in the other side. There she is. Ups. Wow, that's gonna be hard, and she does it.
She did it without the skip.
Yeah.
Will she be able to step up there? Yes, come on,
From here,
Alma.
yes, it should work out, yes. Oh, he just barely grabs it with the second hand.
She's the first one who did not decide to bring up the foot in order to match on the top there. But she was just hanging on that crimp.
Okay, so now back to Nicole Francesconi. The only one standing at the mat, because the other three have already topped. Half a minute, sorry, to go.
There she goes into the undercling, pulling it left heel hook, bumps up the hand on the right, steps up, manages to step up, and wow, that was very optimistic.
Yeah, from that angle there was no chance to grab that red one. That's one of your tops, Jonas Körner, happy man. This was Camille Claude.
And we have our last athletes out now. So from now we will only see rotations between the athletes. Jakoba Reuter from Austria and Adrian Catan also from Austria, which means they qualified first for finals, the Austrian team representing.
So that's Adrian Catan, 16 years old. He was second in SOAR. He was the winner last year here in Sukoró in the European Cup. And he already competed this year in the adult European Series. He was fourth in Liptovsky Mikuláš, but now we see Jakoba Rauter. Can she turn back?
What a shoulder mobility is that?
That's not the way to go, but
she didn't want to drop it.
No, she gave it a good try.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That's how I started, that's how I'm gonna finish.
Yeah,
that's it.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah, she was first in Soar and first in Graz, so you can say it's a confident start for her this year. She also competed with the adults. In Kaunas, she was fourth. In Liptovsky Mikuláš, it was her first win.
Okay, with this crazy turned out. Ah, no, it was a replay. Okay, I thought she did the same thing again. I was like, wow. Sorry,
no, it's okay. Jakoba, if you take a look at her TikTok videos, she was posting about her first win in Liptovsky Mikuláš because she was winning in the adult category there on the European Series. And she was ecstatic, she was crying. It was so beautiful to see her first win with the big guns. She was also sixth in the European Championships last year in Sukoró.
Beautiful. She jumps. She decided to jump up very quickly with the left foot. We have seen that solution earlier from Isabella Rinaldi, I believe. And this way she didn't have to struggle that much.
Ow! Oof, just a slip of the hand.
Yeah. Maybe arrived with a bit too much momentum there. It's not that good a hold to hold if you arrive like that.
So 2 minutes up, and we still don't have any tops in this turn of climbers. Jan Stipek is trying this coordination boulder. Wow. And also Jakoba Rauter again on the wall. Now her jump is coming with the double-handed.
And she steps up and she establishes for maybe a moment of but maybe it was just a moment of hesitation before she reached up with the left hand.
And look at Jakoba Rauter. There's her top. 1 minute to go, and Jakoba Rauter also topping out her first boulder. She just missed the finals in the World Championships last year in Helsinki. So Adrian Katan, also not really familiar with the first boulder. Probably the German-speaking guys are not finding it easy to progress.
It doesn't seem like their style. More like a French style, maybe.
So there's our Czech friend, Jan Stipek. And he's very close.
Will he have...
Yes, he does it! Jan Stipek. And that was an important top for him. And Matutinovic just missing the grab there. And it was a tiring turn for her. So Jakoba Rauter starting with the top.
And very smartly the Czech athlete allowed his right foot to pop out. Or maybe, you know, it was even conscious. As we mentioned a few times before, it's extremely important in climbing that when you have a hold that you have to pull from an angle, so not just hanging from the top for it. You obviously need to do a counter pressure. You won't be able to just hold it from the side, you just slip off. So very often the wall itself is a sort of step that you can press on to counter the pull that you have on the hold.
You know how many tries Jan Stipek needed to the top?
No.
11.
Yeah.
So that is a top with 24 points. Just talking about the points again, 25 you get for a top if you flash it, so if you do it for the first try. With every try you lose 0.1 points if you get the top, of course. So with 3 tries you will get 24.8 points. So maximum for boulders you can get 4 by 25 points, that's a 100. and you will lose, of course, the 0.1 points for every try. And if you don't top out on the boulder but reach the zone for the first try, you get 10 points, and for the second try 9.9, and so on. And of course, if you don't reach the zone, then you get 0 points.
And Isabella Rinaldi showing us the third boulder of the women now.
Yeah.
Very meticulous job.
Oh,
wow.
Dear.
Oh, that was lovely, though.
So it's Lilian Bonio on the third men's boulder. Rafael Kazbekov on the second women's. Oh, she just lost the balance. Well, Bonio almost topping out.
Maybe he was a bit too far out with the center of gravity there.
Kazbekova focusing. 1:38 on the clock. Rinaldi starting again. Also Itamar Harel. But Rinaldi is really close. That's where she lost it last time. Yeah, she tries to grab, and that's a top for Itamar Harel. Rinaldi loses it on the top again. And look how long Lilian Bonio is resting. I think he knows what to do, and I think he's confident he's gonna make it. So he's taking as much rest as he can, as long as he dares to.
Yeah.
We are inside the last minute. Rinaldi staring at the boulder.
Not a lot more time.
No, no.
And we see Kazbekova making her way through this sequence. Well, she doesn't bump up the hand, she just holds it and uses the wall for purchase.
And look at Bonio. He started his last attempt.
And Kazbekova struggling on this pool. What will be her... Oof.
And Bonio is also suffering, but getting closer. He can't get it. So there's not gonna be a top for him. He might have been confident, or might have just risking one try. Either it works out or not. It didn't. That's Itamar Harel.
And if I'm not much mistaken from this round, this was the only top we could see.
Yes. So Bonio has one top, Itamar Harel has one top, Jonas Körner also, Kamil Claude also, Trandafir, Stipek. Those are the ones who have already secured one top. But so far nobody could top two boulders. Well, it was an important round for Lilian Bonio, because if he could have topped this one, he would be the first who has two tops. That would have been at least for the medal. We will see how much it counts in the end. So next for athletes. Again, the German camp is cheering for Lukas Trandafir. We have Levi Geffen from Israel. And the other German, Paula Meyer-Vorfelder for the women, and Janne Wiedhölter. So that's 3 Germans and an Israeli athletes out there. Working hard. But so far, not too much success. 1.5 minutes already gone. In the previous round, Itamar Harel could top this boulder. Let's see if Levi Geffen can do the same. Wiedhölter already stepping up on the upper part of the wall. That is a promising start, but she doesn't really know what to...
Yeah, she doesn't seem as comfortable in using the wall under the volume as Rafaela did, but she still manages to catch the penultimate hold. Will she manage to squat onto this foot, or it requires a more dynamic move perhaps?
Yeah, because you can't pull yourself up on that right crimp that she's grabbing. That's like the combination of a power boulder and a slab. Oh, just a slip with the foot. 143. So Geffen getting close to the top on that boulder. Israel representing hard. And he grabs it. That's the top for Levi Geffen. Showing out to the public. That's nice. That was a great attempt. And with that, he has one top from 2 boulders and 1 zone. And he is 4th at the moment behind Harel. Trandafir is 2nd and Bonio is 1st, but the first 2 have already done 3 boulders. And the Israel is only 2. That was a nice try.
Looking forward to see a top on that one still.
Yeah, that was the slip. So 39 seconds. And look at that on the right side, on the men's boulder, 23 seconds.
Yeah, we are seeing a great progress here.
That's Trandafir.
Brings
he has time.
Closer,
and
let's see.
He does it.
Beautiful.
How relaxed he was.
Yes, even though there were only 7 seconds left.
Yeah. Sigh of relief.
Yeah.
Because that was his 2nd top already. And with that, he takes over the lead. He's the first one to have 2 tops.
And in the women's side, it's Janne on the top with 1 top and 2 zones, followed closely by Isabella Rinaldi with another 1 top and 2 zones. And other than that, top and zone, and only zones are the other competitors.
So it's Alma Zapir Halavi in action on the women's boulder.
Bumping the right hand up, or no, she decides to reach across. We have seen various solutions in how to bring the right hand higher up in this undercling on the right hand side of this triangle volume.
So Alma thinking what to do, and also resting a little bit. They just don't have the gas to do attempt after attempt without any rest. These boulders are so hard.
Yes, especially this one, the second boulder of the women. Seems like it takes out a lot.
Jonas Körner also shaking his hands, getting ready for the next attempt. Camille Claude. Oh, he walks away. Did he top? No.
I don't know. I haven't seen a top.
That's interesting.
Very interesting indeed.
Yeah, he probably didn't see any chance to make that one because he had a top on the first one. He's probably conserving energy.
Look,
no, he did it. Jesus.
He had it, but
how did we miss it?
Really, in a really chill way.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how, because we have seen larger moves topping there. I was very surprised as well to see him go.
Okay, so come here close. That is that should be then 2 tops for him. Yes, and with that he's leading 0.1 of a point ahead of Lukas Trandafir. But Trandafir has done 2 tops from 3 boulders, while Camille Claude has done 2 out of 2. So that's a strong start for Camille Claude.
Yes,
This is
one of 2 tries and one from only 4 tries.
So he has done a big step to become European champion, the Frenchman. And here we see Nicole Francesconi. And only 40 seconds left. Now we see again Alma Sapir-Halevi. She falls off, and Jonas Körner struggling hard. And from this angle you can see how hard it is, and he can't go further either, so he calls it. 12 seconds. Oh.
I'm glad we get to see a bit more in detail the beginning of this boulder.
Alma fighting for the last second, until the last second. She didn't want to accept that she can't hold that one, but now she needs to go and have a rest for 4 minutes before coming out for the next boulder. So in the women's competition, it's Jana Wiethölter in the lead with 0.2 points ahead of Isabella Rinaldi. Alma Sapir-Halevi is third, but she only had 2 boulders yet, while Wiethölter and Rinaldi have already done 3. So this is very, very far away from the end of the competition.
And
everything can change.
Reuter is back for the second boulder of the women.
Matutinovic also not catching the grab.
Very comfortably bringing up the hand. Oppa! But this matching into the right side undercling did not work out well for Jakoba.
Yeah, she decides to brush a little bit so that her hand is not going to slip down once again. Adrian Catan also finding it hard to get the right sequence of movements.
And Jan Stipek establishing for this quite big reach, I would say, outright.
Yeah, Jan Stipek is sitting in 7th at the moment. He's had 1 top on the second boulder.
Mara Matutinovic maybe giving too big of an impulsion there. She's not able to stop herself in the position she arrives in.
Look at Adrian Catan.
Yes.
Meanwhile, he has found the way to get to the higher part of that boulder, and he's 1 away, and there he is. There's the top from Adrian Catan, and he is happy. That was an important top for him, because on the first boulder he didn't even score a zone.
The second boulder is the most topped one so far for the man.
So he's not going to creep up too high on the order. He comes from the 8th to 7th place, behind Geffen Levy. So, but it's only half time for him. He still has 2 boulders to go. This is Matutinovic. And as we said before, a 17-year-old girl from Croatia has had a great start to the season. 5th in Soar, 2nd in Graz. And now in the final in the European Championships. 48 seconds. Wow. Can't hold it.
nearly. I think that she did get a bit closer to getting that position, but still over jumped it slightly.
That's Jakoba Rauter.
Maybe if she went a bit faster with the right hand, Mara, and then palm down, it would work out better for her.
And Jakoba also calls it quits. And it was Matutinovic's last try. Or no, she goes up once again.
She really wants to get that zone, understandably so. The black one is the zone. So I think maybe it's better to bring the right hand just a bit quicker there on the zone hold.
That's a problematic boulder.
Yeah, even though we've seen more of the struggle on this one higher up, just as they were establishing to approach the top hold.
So Kazbekova is coming, 17 years old. And as we mentioned about her, she's not only good in bouldering, but she is youth world champion in lead.
And it's our first time of seeing the fourth boulder for each of the sexes.
Yeah, that's Isabella Rinaldi. Wow. Itamar Harel showing some power. Need to jump there. He can't grab it.
A powerful move outright, diagonally. I think wingspan matters here.
Wingspan and power.
Yes.
And dynamism. You need everything there. So already 1.5 minutes gone. Rinaldi starting again. Kazbekova doesn't find a clue yet. So Rinaldi not getting the grip after the jump. And Itamar Harel is getting higher up, so he has done a very important part of that boulder already. Can he hold himself? He can. Reaching out with the right hand, and he's very close to the top jump.
Nice. He brings in the left toe hook. This will matter, I think, a lot in how stable he is, and he's long enough to reach the top from that toe hook. He would like the cheer of the crowd, and he manages.
That was great. Great entertainment from Itamar Harel. That was good. 1:15. Nice from Rinaldi. Can she finish it off? Oof.
Wow,
that was wild.
That was absolutely wild. What a palm down. What is this? Wow. Extreme solution ideas from Isabella Rinaldi here.
Kazbekova still not finding the clue. 25 seconds on the clock. Rinaldi did not succeed last time, but she tries again. Wow. Lilian Bonio also unsuccessful on this boulder, so results gonna change again. Itamar Harel leading with 2 tops and 1 zone. Lilian Bonio is second with 1 top and 3 zones. Camille Claude third, 2 tops for him, but still 2 boulders for him. So this order is surely gonna change. The next 4 minutes have started.
And it looks like the boulders are getting progressively harder, but also the competition's progress means that the athletes are more and more tired.
Yeah.
So it's becoming tougher.
Yeah, it's their third day of competition, and probably every day they get tired sooner as the day progresses. So it's Paula Meyer-Vorfelder on the left of your screen top, Janne Wiethölter also from Germany on the right hand side. And I'm really curious what Lucas Trandafir can do, because so far nobody has topped 3 boulders. But it's only Lilian Bonio who has finished all. So even if Trandafir tops this one, he's not gonna be assured as a European champion, but he'll be close. So 1.5 minutes gone, 2:20 on the clock.
And Paula seems really close to establishing herself on the next move after the zone.
So Levi Geffen just falling down. 2 minutes. So Paula Vorfelder, yeah, that's great from Paula. She has managed to get up on the higher part of the wall.
Very nice, but what next, right? She's trying to figure out.
Okay, I'm there, but what to do?
Further. But she did get the zone, which will be decisive probably on this boulder, because not many have gotten a zone there. Will she be able to establish on the next? Wow, that looked like an uncomfortable slip there.
And both Levi Geffen and Lucas Trandafir fall out.
But Janne is looking really strong, going up where we have seen the Isabella's palm down type of solution there, mantling solution, which did not work.
Oh.
Tiny jib with the thumb. Not even sure it's there for holding.
So Paula is on it again. She was really quick to reach that part of the wall.
Yes, now she has it dialed, this sequence of moves.
It's only 17 seconds.
Can she step up on this next blue? It's the question, somehow.
Ah, she cannot do that. And the time's gonna be up.
Left.
Yeah. Pretty unfortunate, but that was a really good effort from Paula Meyer-Vorfelder.
And the brushers do their work quickly.
So on the men's side, we have Lucas Trandafir leading with 2 tops and 1 zone. So he couldn't top out the last one. And that would have been, I think, very important to do. But we'll see what the other guys are going to be able to do.
And here we have Alma Sapir-Levi again, and Nicole Francesconi from Italy for the girls. And from the guys, Camille Claude from France is back for boulder number 3, and Jonas Kerner no, sorry, Boulder number 2 and Jonas Kerner for number 3. I think, right?
Yep. Jana Wiethelter is leading at the moment. She has finished all 4 boulders, only 1 top for her, just like for Isabella Rinaldi. Those 2 have already done all 4 boulders, but there are still girls out who will need to do at least 1 or even 2 boulders, and they already have 1 top, so the order can still change. Francesconi on the right upper hand side. And Camille Claude, he's climbing for a medal here. Camille Claude is 4th at the moment. He already has 2 tops out of 2 boulders. So this is only his 3rd boulder yet. If he makes a top here, he's gonna take over the lead and he's gonna be very hard to catch. Wow, that was nice from Alma Sapir Halevi.
Very confident, making
How quick she
easy
is.
work of this move. Yes, others need a bit more time, most of them, to figure out this move.
Yeah, but she doesn't really find the way what to do here
Yes,
as well.
similar situation of stuckness.
Okay.
Oh, very interesting. An under toe hook to establish on the next jib with the hand, and now she tries to step up. Yeah, very interesting creative solution that she was trying, but
Doesn't give success.
doesn't give success. Anyway, you know, by process of elimination, now she
Yeah.
knows that that's not the way.
Exactly. 1.5 minutes still on the clock. Nicola Francesconi.
There we go. With,
Yeah, just twisting out of the wall.
exactly, barn dooring off a little bit. There was no counter pressure there to hold her in. Let's see her try again there. Hoppa. Something stopped her there.
You hear the many dies in the audience. Die, 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 die. That's the
die.
Italians. Italians cheering.
And we hear also the ale ale
Yeah.
for Claude. And there he is doing a beautiful little flip there. Camille Claude reaching out confidently, stepping up high and bumping the hand up, but she couldn't hold it. This press together move.
So what can Alma do? Nothing. She also cannot figure out what to do there, and she calls it quits. 15 seconds. It's not enough for anything, so she leaves the mat. And now the alley is coming.
1 second left.
No. Yeah, that's it. Finish.
And we haven't really seen much of the men's 4th boulder so far. This one with the yellow large holes, the black volumes.
So it's Jakoba Rauter from Austria, recently winning an adult competition in the European Series in Liptovsky Mikuláš, his first win in that category, and of course doubling out in the European Youth Series, winning in Sor and winning in Graz.
Very quick at her first attempt. If I understand well, she manages this move.
Wow.
And the beautiful heel hook to establish on the jib, step up with the left foot. Looks like she has a clear idea. She was not puzzled when she arrived there, and hop! Wow!
That was elegant,
And, that
like
was
ballet.
Really elegant, and I think that that's what was intended. In addition to being elegant,
Yeah.
it was probably also the point. But
Ooh, that's
it is
slippery.
very hard because it is a no texture, and probably there is just one jib on it, so one has to be really accurate to find that one. It's not how to say, it's not the safest,
No.
lowest risk
No.
sort of move. So let's root for no injuries in this round.
Yeah. So Jan Stipek from the Czech Republic just falling off, and Rauter giving it a second go.
Exactly,
Yeah.
there was a little bit of a kneeing move there. She kneeled up before she stepped up on the volume that she's standing on with the left. Well, we should call them holds because volumes are the ones you screw further things on, but these holds are as big that they can be called volumes. Let's see this.
Oh.
Opa.
She also slipped with the right foot. She tried to
establish for this
try
skip.
to get a little bit closer.
And Jakova back on it.
Yeah, at the moment she's the one who is closest to being able to top any of the 4 boulders now we are seeing in action. 1:20 on the clock. Because also
Jan Stipek also trying hard on the men's boulder 4. Let's see Jakova.
Wow.
It's like she can do less and less there somehow.
Yeah, it looks like.
Either getting too tired or she lost a bit of confidence potentially. But
or just thinking about the upper part.
Yes, distracted by thinking about the upper part maybe. So the heel hook helps her to establish there more safely, to hold this jib, step up with the left foot. We had seen the same sequence from her in her previous try. Meanwhile, Jan, wow! And that was, Jakova managed to do the skip, secure the top. Oh, I really hope we'll see a replay of that.
Yeah, that was beautiful and brave.
And we will see a replay of that.
There you go.
So
this was the last time when she skipped.
Skip,
and
hop.
Palm.
Beautiful. That's amazing, and she's really happy as well.
Yeah, that's coordination.
This was not a cheap boulder at all.
No. Let's see how this affects the results in the women's, because with that Jakova Rauter takes over the lead from Janne Wietholter, and she still has 1 boulder to go.
And this so far was the only top on this boulder.
Yeah, she has really taken a great step towards being European champion. But we'll wait out the last boulder. So next 4 athletes.
From now we'll see only 1 girl and 1 boy, or 1 male and female athlete on the mat. So from women we'll see Rafael Kazbekova from the Ukraine,
there
and
she is.
Israel, Itamar Harel.
So Kazbekova is 7th at the moment. She didn't get the zone on the 3rd boulder. She had 2 zones on the first 2. So she has no top yet. And it looks like that the medal is out of reach for her. Nice. Nice from Kazbekova. And also Harel almost getting up that. Kazbekova, let's see what she can do. She had the zone, reaching up blindly. Needs to let it go. 2:35 on the clock. There she tried to catch it, but didn't have a chance to see. Itamar Harel drinking.
Unusual.
Yeah, that's lazy.
So, well, using rehydration, using the rest for rehydration. And so we will only see this 4th and last boulders now. for both men and women from now on.
Yeah, they are slowly getting tired. They need the time to rest. Itamar also shaking his hands, trying to get the pump out of it. There's a slip of the feet from Kazbekova. And Itamar going at it again.
Having the zone, confidently bumping up, putting in a left heel hook, bringing up the foot for a step and making a move for the top. Maybe a bit short, falling a tiny bit short in that final hold.
Deciding to brush a little bit. One minute. Getting some information from the judge, Itamar Harel.
Rafael Kazbekova posted she was really happy to be in finals again, but doesn't look the best for her at the moment. She is in 7th place right now with 29.6 points. No zone so far, no top so far, only zones, and on the 3rd, not in a zone. So I'm sure she would like to secure a top, but that's not going to happen now. It's 10 seconds left.
Itamar giving the last shot, but doesn't reach it, but gives a big applause to the crowd and thanking the encouragement from the crowd, of course.
And that was the end of his round with the zone, but he is in 1st.
Yeah.
Still 3 men to go, so we will see if that changes anything. Maybe his fellow countryman or Camille Claude, especially Camille Claude, can, if he can get up on this final boulder, then it will definitely teleport him into 1st place.
So it's Levi Geffen and Paula Meyer-Vorfelder. Paula, the European champion from last year from Kurno.
And Levi was using the edge of the volume, if I saw correctly, so an unofficial solution, and Paula manages to catch the zone hold now and tries to mantle up on this blue dual text hold. Let's see. She drops back down.
It's so uncomfortable.
Just to go for another solution. I think when we've seen good progress on that boulder, I think stepping towards the right was towards the volume. I don't exactly remember which athlete did that, but it seemed to be a more comfortable solution than the mantle.
So a little bit more than 2 minutes to go. And it doesn't work out for Geffen.
It was really close.
Yes, it was.
It just looked a bit as if he himself was not believing it.
And also those arms are getting tired.
Of course, it's the final boulder of the finals for everybody here, so even we are getting tired.
Yeah.
Just watching and commentating.
That's brutal. So Paula again. Let's see if she can figure out that
she's mantling
sequence.
hard. So a mantle is when you sort of press downwards with your palm and try to press up onto volume to step up. It is a very typical finish on outdoor boulders, by the way. and also for, you know, top outs in gym boulders where there is a possibility to climb out on top.
"55 seconds.
Levi Geffen doing less and less committed attempts.
Yeah, that seems that I'm trying because I have time, but not because I believe that I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, even though, you know, if he could secure at least the zone. Oh, he did. Yes, he did secure a zone on his first try. So he is in 4th place, and the top could mean podium for him. So it shouldn't take it easy.
Yeah.
At this point, but
yeah,
no,
but he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't have any energy left.
Yeah.
You could feel it with every try.
And Paula was using this solution to use her right foot, and it may have worked out if she started that earlier instead of the mantle, but time is up now. So we are nearing the last rounds here with Alma Sapira Levy coming out for her final boulder, and Camille Claude for his.
And Camille Claude is very important because he has 2 tops, and then on the 3rd boulder he doesn't have anything. But if he makes a 3rd top, he would straight catapult himself into 1st position. A zone would not make it. A zone would only be enough to snatch the bronze medal from compatriot Lilian Bonio. So that's quite a high stake for Camille Claude.
Alma makes very quick work of this start again.
Yeah, she pushes herself up.
And she goes, and it works for her. The mantle solution. Can she bring up the feet?
And look at Camille. He's also jumping for the top, but he can't hold it.
Very exciting moment on each of these boulders.
He hurt his hand a little bit, I think.
Oof.
That's not at the right time, of course. And this is always when you get the question, do I have another shot? 2:38.
For Alma, a top here could mean podium. Well, she's already in podium, actually. Let me see. Yes, her zone was just not showing yet. So with the zone that she secured on her first go, she's in 2nd now. And it's between her and Jakoba Reuter, who will be the last out on this boulder.
So Alma is at it again, reaching it straight just like before. And can she go further?
She does bring up the right foot there. Probably left would be better.
Yeah, but that's also a very inconvenient place.
Yeah. So there is not really an easy way to do this. It's called a hand-foot match when you step up on the same thing that you're holding.
Yeah.
But the wall is negatively inclined here, and she has to palm down on this mantle that she just finishes there pretty hard still at this point. So she first tried to step up with the left foot next to her left hand palm, which would probably be better to liberate her left hand, but somehow it didn't go for her.
1 minute to go.
And so this is a battle for the gold potentially for Alma and for Camille.
Yeah, it's the bronze medal, I think. Or yeah, if he tops out, he could snatch even silver, but he's not gonna beat European champion. So let's see. Alma is again at the same place, and also Claude is coming up.
And she
now
tries to...
Camille, and he can't hold it.
That was so close, and it looks like,
Yeah, the
and
hand
probably
is...
he should not push it at this point.
No, and
In any case, there are just 15 seconds left.
no chance.
And it's smarter not to torture further this hand. He picks up his chalk bag to go.
Wow. It must be so annoying.
Yeah, and this looks like a finger injury,
Yeah.
potentially. You know, one of those things for which climbers are constantly looking. Do you know a hand specialist physio? Do you know a finger physio who can help me regenerate? It's one of the special types of service that we require. Let's hope that he will get well soon with that hand. And we see our last competitors out.
Jakoba Rauter and Adrian Katan, the two Austrians. And Jakoba is, according to my calculations, leading. So this is going to be a victory lap for her. So after winning in Sur and winning in Graz and also winning in the adult category in Liptovsky Mikuláš, after 6th place last year in Kurno in the European Championships, Jakoba Rauter will be European champion. And Camille Claude is second with this last try. Lucas Trandafir third. And Adrian Katan I think for him the medal is not reachable, if I'm right with the calculations. Now let's see Jakoba Rauter. She's doing great. She has the left foot already up on that volume.
Yes, she managed to step up with the left. She's really trying hard. Maybe the left was not the best after all.
She's still holding it.
She is beautiful.
What a power with that leg.
Oh, wow, that was amazing.
That was pure energy. She's happy. She might know it already. Half-time is up from the 4 minutes. Ooh, that was wild.
There are 2 appeals going for the man.
Claude and Trandafir.
Yes.
This is the night that two climbers meet all the superstars. Come on!
1.5 minutes. So, Adrian Katan, the winner from last year here in Sukoró. Oh, I think he's losing some of his energy. Catching that upper hold with the right hand. Sneaking up a little. Nice. And he can't hold the top hold. And now Jakoba Rauter again. Standing up on that volume, just like last time. It's so slow. And now can she be in a position to jump? She is, and she holds it. There is your top. That's the way to finish.
Beautiful. And she already had secured the gold before this, but now by far.
Well, she was crying when she won in Liptovsky Mikuláš. She might be again shedding some tears tonight. That was great. 13 seconds for Adrian, but he doesn't make it. So he finishes. And what a stylish finish. And a happy girl, Jakoba Rauter.
So we have a clear winner for the women.
3 tops.
With 3 tops and a zone, Jakoba Rauter. And we have Alma Sapir Halevi in second, Paula Meyer-Vorfelder in third. But for the men, we are not clear about the podium because there are two appeals going.
Yeah, for silver and bronze medal, or between silver and bronze medal.
Yes, I'm just not sure if they might have, it's between them, you think?
Yeah, or somebody else from behind. I don't know. No idea.
Because maybe it's another 10 if there is a contestation, that there should have been a zone for one of them.
Yeah, for Camille Claude, I think the third Boulder result missing, and for Trandafir the first Boulder is missing. So
Yes.
probably it's a question about getting the zone or not.
Yes, but if either of them get a zone, they would bump above Itamar Harel, because if there is an additional 10 points on top of what we see, that would transport them, no? To the first place.
Maybe, yes.
So maybe it's not only between the bronze and the silver,
Yeah.
but even going
Maybe it's
for
about
the
gold, yeah.
So
we'll see how long it takes. It's tense moments for these athletes because they have spent all their energy to come out on top. And at the moment it's Harel from Claude and Trandafir, that's the top three. And the top three likely is not going to change.
that's not going to change.
The order is the question.
There is also Adrian Catan under appeal. But I think whatever happens there, he will not bump into podium.
No, he was too far off.
But we have a very clear result for the women.
So we need to wait. We have a European champion for the ladies, Jakoba Rauter. Alma Sapir Halevi is second, and Paula Meyer-Vorfelder is third. So that's going to be your podium. Janne Wiethelter fourth. Missing out on the podium only by 0.4 of a point. Then we have Isabella Rinaldi in fifth place. She was also very close. 0.6 of a point missing to the podium. And then we have Nicole Francesconi, Rafael Kazbekova, and Maria Matutinovic. That's the order in the ladies' final. And now, until the appeals are going to be discussed, we need to wait for the final result of the men. It's 2 tops for Itamar Harel, 2 tops for Camille Claude, 2 tops for Lucas Trandafir. So that really is no question. Those three are the best. Bonio securing only 1 top, just like Geffen, Körner, Catan and Stipek. But we need to wait the decision of the jury.
Well, this might take a while,
yep.
So perhaps we can use the time to remind the viewers that we will be back for the finals of the under 21 age category at 12:35. No, that was today. That was now. Sorry, at 3:30. There will be presentation of the athletes. Then
that's
the observation in 1 hour exactly. So presentation of the athletes, observation, and at 4 the competition itself starts, lasting about an hour and a half. And then we'll have 1 hour of interviews and recaps from the day, and then we'll show the award ceremonies as well. And I think maybe unless we see a result now, we can say goodbye for now. Those who would like to see the results of the final, the results of the appeals, can find all the results in the World Climbing website. If you go to the calendar, choose this event, so European Youth Championships Sukoró, and there, if you click not on the info sheet but on the registrations, you will be able to choose the results and to check the results, and there by continually refreshing you will find the results of the finals. So and for the next etap of the competition in 1 hour, you can tune in also on the World Climbing Europe YouTube channel, but on a different link, I think.
Yes.
So I think, yeah, we can say goodbye.
Yeah. See you soon. In an hour, we'll be back again.
Thank you for
Have a great
tuning
rest
in.
until then. Thanks.